Now, hopefully, I'm live and everything, so I'm gonna have to double check. But hello to everyone. We are live. Like I said, hopefully, it is Aston Villa away at Sunderland. I need to get my chats up, to be honest, on everything. Do let me know if you can hear me. That'd be a good start. I think I'm live over here. I'm gonna see. Yeah, we're all good. We are all good. I have my chat up as well. So I've got a few things live right now. I'm using a different software than I usually use. So I may miss comments at some point. I don't know. We'll get into everything. It is like I said, it's Villa away at Sunderland. Villa still without a goal this season in the Premier League, which is annoying. I'm not going to sugarcoat that. I think it's our worst start in the Premier League. Like, I don't think we've ever gone 4 games without a goal. Hopefully that run ends today. That would be very nice. Let me fix some overlays as well. Some things have broken on stream as per. But give me your score predictions as well. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. I'm not happy with the lineup. I've already made a video on it. I'm just clearly just plainly not happy. We've had what? Emmy Buendia, Gesson and Rogers consistently start, and it makes no sense to me. Don't know what that's about. No idea. Okay. Right. And that's our team today. We can see on screen now. Hoping everything is all fine now. Right. Sorry, I'm just sorting stuff out. I've for the first time ever, I'm not streaming on Streamlabs OBS. I've gone just directly to OBS because I was sick of Streamlabs. I've always been a fan of if it ain't broke, don't fix it, but it is starting to like really piss me off recently. So I'm attempting to fix it. Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to, Jack? What? Is my volume not on? Hang on. I'm gonna test this out. Is my volume not on? Guys, can you hear me, by the way? Let me know in the chats. I'm gonna try and see if I can hear myself. The game is about to be underway. Let's go to YouTube. Very briefly do this. Yeah, we can hear you. Okay. So someone on my YouTube says they can't, so I'm gonna see if that's going okay. It's just said the word. Apparently, if you say that word, it affects your viewership. And no, everyone can hear me. What a clown! That's just one person trolling me for some reason, bruv. I believed it. Anyway, Villa are underway away at Sunderland. Right, get my earpieces in. Yeah, so no Elliot is ridiculous. I'm just gonna start with that. To be honest, what on earth are we doing with no Harvey Elliott? And also no Sancho, which I thought was strange too. And both of those, I believe, went off early. Alright. I'm also live on the purple platform, but I never go live on there, in fairness. So that's a new thing today. Yeah, just had a look over there. Right. I'm hoping for something positive today, but we'll see. I message. Wait, whoop you on FIFA and chess, but you never reply. I mean, you've never even played me on FIFA, so I don't know what you're on about. Chess, I think you've beat me maybe once. But I don't talk on that either. I don't even take that seriously anyway. Why didn't you guys start the same team as Tuesday minus guest on? I don't know. I find the whole thing weird, to be honest. The only major bright spot from Tuesday was Harvey Elliott. I thought it was dead set for him to start today. I'm stunned. The guy looks very fit. He didn't want to come. He went off in the 60th minute, man. 60th minute. That's enough for him to start today. Oh, okay. Guessond doesn't get the loose ball, but Villa do get a free kick anyway. I thought Matson was going to start. I think we've gone for more defensive solidity is what I think. Real says, I hope you don't shave your beard. Okay. I have a bowl. I am ready. I'll do it on stream. It'll be funny to do on stream. I made a TikTok video, right? And I said, like, if something's not working, surely you would think to change it, right? But it's not worked, and we're doing the same thing again. Same kind of team. How Rodgers has started every game is beyond me, to be honest. It's almost a joke at this point. Honestly, I'm not happy with what's going on. But they could prove me wrong today and win, and then I look like an idiot, don't I? So let's calm my doon. Let's calm my doon. Let's calm. But I'm not confident. Sorry for the echo that you've just received there. Oh, good tackle that is, guess on in fairness. And it's a corner to Sunderland early on. Sunderland have Rofs in goal, Hume, Mukiele, Alderete and Mandava as their back four. Xhaka, Rig and Siddiqui in the midfield. Talby on the right, Lefay on the left, and Isidore in the middle. Isidore has already proved a problem for some teams. I'm hoping it doesn't prove to be a problem for us. You never know. Guys, don't forget to tap the double tap screen, by the way. I'm live on the red platform, the purple platform, as well as TikTok. You're watching from Australia. That is lovely. I would love to go there. I'm not a fan of spiders, though, but I would love to go there at some point. Do you think you score a goal? Maybe. Who knows? It was bad as right. See, at least Rangers, right? Rangers fans aren't standing for it. Like, I don't want Unai Emery to get the sack, but I want us to make proactive changes, man. I don't understand. I think he thinks everything's fine because we've only lost 2 games. And we've been competitive in those games. Well, a couple of them. I'd say we were less competitive in the Newcastle game. We drew that 0-0. You bench Rofs in FPL, big brain. I mean, bro, against Aston Villa side that haven't scored a Premier League goal. If you had any Sunderland defenders or goalkeeper, it's definitely worth at least a punt, I would say. Alright, bear with me, guys. I'm just going to make one little change. So far, I will say it has been all Sunderland, which I'm not surprised. Gesson does come away with the ball. Gets a foul. To be fair, Gesson has had a good start here. He's been involved in basically everything defensively. We've had issues in the past. It's not just Villa as well, where we'll have a good winger, but they don't track back. And it just causes your fullback to get overloaded. And like Cash is not very good defending anyway. So it's nice to have someone who does come back a lot, supports Cash a lot. I think the stats should be ready to go soon. By the way, although I don't know if the stats people even want to see them right now, to be honest. To be fair, the Villa fans, I'll give them credit. They've travelled in their numbers today, and that's all I can hear over through the microphones. Right, there we go, guys. Look at that. We have now stats on screen. 71% of the ball to Sunderland already is crazy. Looping ball into the box, and it's caught by the Sunderland goalkeeper. Leicester City is struggling in the Championship. I mean, Sheffield United are struggling more from teams that used to have been in this league. I guess it looks worse because it's consecutively not spread out. Yeah, I don't know. I think managers look at things different. I would say, you know, managers aren't fans, so they will obviously panic a bit less, and maybe he sees something. You know, we technically drew with Brentford. The way football works, it counts as a draw, and then you win on penalties. So like he'll look at that and say, especially in the 90 minutes, we were okay. Should have won that game really with Sancho hitting the post. You know, if Sancho makes that 2-0, I think we go through. But he hits the post, and then they get an equalizer and they beat some penalties. Game before that, Everton, who had had a very good record, especially at home, they still have that. They haven't conceded a goal at home yet. So if you take that in a vacuum as well, a 0-0 there isn't terrible, although they peppered us, to be honest. Buendia for Villa. Under pressure, plays it into John McGinn. McGinn shifts it towards the left-hand side. Don't know what that touch was from Digne. Oh, that touch, to be fair, from Sunderland. What was that? Horrible. I think Digne is just infected. They're right back there, Hume. I don't know what is going on here. But Digne's terrible touch forward looked like he was going to go for a goal kick. And then Hume comes across, and it hits his massive Timberland's boot and goes wide for a corner to Villa. Very strange. Gonna have Thai clubs appearance. Watkins gonna have Thai clubs appearance today. Okay. Cross on the left for Villa towards Cash. Good header away from Hume. He made up for his mistake. Digne in the halfway line goes all the way back to Martinez. So from a corner all the way back to our goalkeeper is never a good sign. I mean, look, AI is AI, but Sunderland have been good at home this season, in fairness. So it's not a rogue prediction for Sunderland to beat us. They've got a feel-good factor right now. If they're going to stay in the Premier League, they have to win their home games. And right now, they're doing well. They're not doing that as of now, but they've won the last two. But yeah. For those who are just tuning in, I have a bowl. If Villa do score, I will shave my beard on stream. I currently have a day 7 now of not shaving my beard until Villa score a Premier League goal. I should have started. I was thinking about starting it after the third game, and I thought, oh no, but we'll score at some point. And then the Everton game where we got battered all day, you know, I was like, you know what, screw this. Oh my god, we are the lowest XG as well, 2.9. 2.9 XG, man, in 4 games. That's actually like ludicrous. 2.9 XG. Dear, oh dear. What are we playing at? That is mental. Is that not insane? I don't know. The lowest in the league. It's not like we've missed chances. I'm sure I've said to other people, like, if we were just unlucky, I could kind of like justify it to myself, but it's not even been that. We've just been shite. All right. There we go. And we should have another stat come up at the top here. Castro, deep inside Villa's half. Yeah, there we go. Well, the camera's panned Harvey Elliott, which isn't going to make me feel any better right now. 2-0 Sunderland, surely, says Wisp on Twitter. Oh, I can't even say the platform. See, I watched a video yesterday, and they said if you mention any of the platform's names, it affects your algorithm. And I have noticed before, I've gone from like, especially like a good time in a Villa game, I've gone from 80 viewers to like 20 because I said one word. I have noticed it. And yeah, apparently it's a genuine thing. If you mention certain words, TikTok will suppress streams that they think are advertising other places, which is mental. Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't know about that. That's crazy. That's insane, man. I've been streaming on TikTok for ages, and I've never put two and two together. I always just thought that traffic is weird, but it does make. I've seen it in my own eyes. It's mental. Like, for a platform to put that in their code is unbelievable. Ben says we might actually get relegated. Cross comes in towards Isidore, and it's a good clearance by Ezri Konza. I mentioned this to Paul the other day when you said you were doing Watkins Will. He kept saying, yeah. I need to put like a massive sticker on my screen saying, "Don't say the word." The purple app and the red app is like what the meta is. That's what people say. Oh, lovely ball that is. To be fair, Konza does a lot to put him off, and it wasn't a corner. I thought Konza got to the ball. He just put pressure on Isidore. It is early on, but as you can see on screen, the player ratings are not super kind. Gesond with a 7.1 is literally the best we can hope for. Shots deflected off McGinn and into the hands of the keeper. So I'm just taking this time to fix some things that have broken. So I've moved platform. I've gone from Streamlabs to OBS, so some things have broken in the meantime. I mean, things break on this fucking channel all the time. There we go, and the top. Boom. Alright. There we go. We now have a timer on screen. Boom. Same old craps with Ben. Go back to my TikTok comments. Do you think you lot will win today? I'm a Birmingham City fan. We won yesterday. I mean, a goal would be nice. Daniel, a goal would be very nice. I said I don't think the Midlands teams have done well so far. The fact Stoke is performing the best, I think, speaks volumes. Wolves have been terrible. Villa have been pretty poor. I mean, you can also say Villa have been terrible. It'd be harsh to say one is and one isn't. Blues. I think Blues have been quite mediocre, to be honest. I mean, a lot of people expected automatic promotion. I expected Blues to be around there, as much as I'd made fun of Blues fans. And it's still early days, but I don't know. I've watched so far 2 games, and they've not been great. Like the Leicester one, I thought Blues were terrible. Maybe it's just I've watched bad games, but the Leicester one, Blues are awful. And what, I can't remember the other game. It was the draw against Ipswich on the first game, and they were okay, but just not clinical. Well, yeah, West Brom, but West Brom have been okay, but they never. I don't know. They never seem to do anything. They always have their purple patches. That's the thing with West Brom. Yeah, sounds a good player, man. He's okay. I thought he was terrible against Brentford. Rodgers, what is that? See, this is why I said I think Rodgers should be dropped. Because for Villa, he's been shocking for a while now. And like, I don't know if he has Unai Emery's nudes. I don't know what is going on there, but it's unbelievable how he has just somehow avoided every chance to get dropped. I don't get it. How bad can he be before it's time to drop him? You know? How bad does it have to get? That's what I don't get. Thoughts on well, literally, I didn't even read the thoughts on Rodgers FPL wise. I would not have Rodgers in FPL right now. Rodgers has been shocking for Villa, and like he was a good FPL pick last year when he was playing well last year. And he would get you an odd goal here and there, and an odd assist. I'd always say like Rodgers was like he's always like a good on the eye, and a lot of the goals would come from like his pre-assist, but on the stats he wouldn't get as many goals and assists as you think. But this year, I mean, he's not done anything, man. He's been shocking. Konza is fuming at his defense, by the way. He's had to come across and made an unbelievable block to deny a Sunderland goal. I never see Rodgers angry. Not Rodgers. I got Rodgers on my mind. I've never seen Konza angry. Not very often. He's been at Villa a while now, but he was fuming there. Clearly not happy that it's just been so easy for Isidore to run through. Corner, Xhaka to take. Isidore's been very lively for them, I will say that. Corner comes in, punched away by Martinez, volleyed clear by Buendia, but no one's on the halfway line. We had everyone back defending, which I'm not a fan of that, because you've got no outlet then. And like if we had Ollie Watkins on the halfway line, maybe he could hold the ball up there and do something. But the idea with Unai Emery, and we've almost always consistently done this, is where we've always had everyone defend corners. And look, we don't concede that many corners, but it also means that when we clear the ball, it's going to come straight back in again. I don't get it. Rodgers looks unbelievably lazy this year, says Elliot. Guys, double tap the screen if you are enjoying it. It does help with the algorithm as well. 20 minutes gone here, or near 20 minutes gone. Sunderland 0, Villa 0. It's not been great, but look, I'm getting so numb to it now. Konza just puts it out for a throw-in. On Sunderland, definitely look more likely here. We've defended okay. We've not forced Emmy into saves he's had to make, but Villa, without a shot, nearly 20 minutes into the game, we don't create anything. We will go, like, people may laugh at this, but if we don't change anything, we will go down playing like this. Which is insane that we were a refereeing decision from Champions League football last year, and now I'm saying we genuinely could go down if things continue the way they are. It is mental. If Villa lose today, does it show that the players are not playing for Emery? I think I wouldn't say they're not playing for Emery. I just think some players have been poor. But because there's no chance of them being dropped, there's no reason for them to be at 100%. Like, what? Tell me, like, with Morgan Rodgers, and I'll use him as an example. What need is there for Rodgers to play at his very best when he knows he's going to start every week? This is why you need, in a squad, to say no one's safe. Not your top scorer, not your keeper. No one is safe. If you don't play well consistently, you won't play. And the best teams do that. McGinn hooks it forward. It's awkward for the keeper, but to be fair, he does really well under pressure from Digne. And does catch it out of the sky. Yeah, the stats show 51% possession for Sunderland. 4 shots to none, man. You know. That's a foul. Free kick to Villa. Kamara on the halfway line. And that should be a booking, by the way. He's just kicked the ball away. And John McGinn has made the point. But he doesn't kick it away very far, so the referee doesn't have a problem. I worry where our next win is going to come from. I worry where our goal is going to come from. We're not creating. Even the goal we scored against Brentford, who Brentford are shit, by the way, was a goalkeeping error. How you doing, Jerome Villa? What's good? And no idea where we're playing Buendia. Don't rate him at all. He's been hit and miss. Cross from Buendia towards the far stick. Sorry, it wasn't Buendia. I think it was Matty Cash's ball. Towards Mings. Over his head. Out for a goal kick. I've always said I will give Emery a lot of time at Villa because you know how well he has done. I'm nowhere near saying he should get the sack. I mean, they've literally just showed he has Villa's highest win percentage as manager in history. In fact, he's the only Villa manager with an over 50% win ratio. Although that number is slimming as we're going. I just want him to make, some adjustments. It's okay to make changes. This is why, like Ruben Amorim annoys me a little bit because it's just manager stubbornness. It's managerial stubbornness that costs managers their jobs. You can make changes. It's okay. You can change system. Villa used to play a high line, right? I actually like the high line. I think the high line would work a lot better now. But like we gave that up. And I actually think, like, even though it's more dangerous way to play, I actually think we defended better with it. Especially at home. I thought we were brilliant with the high line at home. Looking like you're not going to be cutting your beard this... Ah, bro. I'm going to look like Santa, bro. A few months till Christmas. It's getting ridiculous now. I'd sell the players over sacking the manager. I think with what Unai's done already, he's clearly shown he's very good at his job. At the very least, I will say that. But it's just ridiculous what's going on right now, I swear. Rodgers, 4 touches of ball. This is what I mean. He's just... I feel like he's just not been playing his heart out. And that's, the minimum you can do at a football club is put the effort in. The minimum you can do. 4 touches. That is just laziness. Get on the ball, man. Look. And I will use Harvey Elliott because I really liked how he played against Brentford. Go back and look. Every time Villa on the ball, Elliott was always like an option, always orbiting. Even when we defended, Elliott always dropped back and tried to win the tackle. That is someone who urgently wanted the ball at every opportunity. That's what you want from a player. That's what you want. You don't want someone who's just sitting. Villa, we tried to take a quick free kick here, which the referee has just pulled back. And we're not happy with that. Yeah, John McGinn's making the point. We could have actually carried on there. I thought Sancho was okay. I don't think he had the best of games, but it's someone who I'd say is adventurous and he tries to stand up his man and stuff, which I like in a winger. I've always said, like, I don't like it when they just kind of, jog down the wing and pass backwards. I'd rather a winger try and take someone, a couple step overs, take the fullback on, do something, try something. It doesn't matter if it doesn't work. I'd rather, you don't buy a ticket, you can't win the raffle, How can Rodgers not see how lazy Rodgers... How can Emery not see how lazy Rodgers is? Free kick, Cash into the box towards Gesson. Good header away. And as far as Rodgers, back in the middle. Gesson! What a save! Watkins has to score that. Oh my life. I mean, he's offside. But how on earth have we not scored even an offside goal? That fell so kindly. Gesson should score. Watkins has to score. Wouldn't have counted anyway with Ollie. He would have been offside. But Villa finally got a stroke of luck. The ball just fell so kindly to Gesson in the middle. He just shoots at the keeper. For God's sake, Gesson, man. Please. We are crying out for something. You know what? As much as I've given Rodgers stick, that's a really good pass into Gesson. But both Gesson and Ollie hit the ball at the keeper. Oh, my life. I'm losing my mind watching this team, man. We're literally losing my mind. How has Gesson, in the middle of the goal, on the penalty spot, hits it at the keeper? When we're crying out for a goal, where we've been miserable in attack for like Well, this is literally game 5. 6 in all competitions. You have a chance in the middle of the goal, and you smash it at the keeper. It's not even close, right? That is by far the biggest chance we've had to score all season, and we can't even score that. And then, I mean, just to rub it in, Ollie doesn't even tap the rebound in, and from an offside position 2 yards out. Wouldn't have counted anyway, and even as he took the shot, I thought he was going to at least score. But I didn't even try to celebrate because I knew it was going to be offside anyway. But the fact he didn't even bloody score is insane. Falling out of love with the Villa this year, used to be home and away. Says Josh. I think. I don't know. I think we have to have some patience. I know, I do moan about Villa on this stream. You got to have a little bit of patience. I do understand the frustration, especially when you pay a lot of money, and it feels like you've put more effort in getting there than the players have put on the pitch. But you support a club, win, lose, or draw, you go with it. It's just unfortunately we're not winning. We're not doing a lot of winning now. We're not even doing a lot of scoring. But look, we can't complain about no chances where we've had the biggest chance of the game and wasted it. Cash for Villa, early ball in, hacked away for a throw into Aston Villa. I need to see what people are saying on Twitter about that, by the way. The guess on miss. I mean, when you can't score a goal, you have to take that chance. When you literally have created the least XG in the Premier League. Yeah, the comments are saying, when you're creating no chances, you got to score that. Are we cursed? Or is this try not to score challenge and we're actually goated? We've had a shot. How's he not scored then? He hits it straight at the keeper, anywhere but there. Literally every comment is like, if he puts it either side of the keeper, it's a goal. But he just smashes it at him. Unreal. 28 minutes gone, still goalless. That has been Villa's only goal, in fairness. Not only goal, only shot. So I can't turn around and say we've peppered them. But yeah. Dear man. Guys, if you're watching over on TikTok, please double tap the screen. I'm live on the red platform and the purple platform if you want to go over and support over there. Feel free. We have better bitrate over on YouTube because TikTok only allows 6,000 to 8,000. YouTube basically can have double, triple that, so the quality will be better over there. I said the word. I'm not used to it. I'm saying the word. That screws me every time. Konza on the ball for Villa. Half hour played. Still 0-0. Although Gesson, like I said, he's had the biggest chance of the game. And he wasted it. Mings for Villa. Into Digne. We hook it long. Looking for Watkins. Doesn't win the header. Kamara does get it back, but only a temporary reprieve as it goes up for a throw to Sunderland. I just feel like there's no urgency in the side this season, and I don't get it. We've adopted a much lower tempo in our play style this year, which also wasn't a thing in pre-season, which I felt really weird. We never played with this low tempo in pre-season, so I don't know why we've just decided to do that now. There'll be glimpses of us actually trying to play fast, but it's only glimpses in games. The majority of the games, it's very slow. It's like walking football. It's like we're playing walking football against regular football sometimes. But it means we're taking much longer to create chances, which means we're creating not as many because we're taking far too long in games. Outside of a set piece, we've not had a shot. I just feel like against a newly promoted team, and look, they are at home. And they are playing well, in fairness. So they've had good form. I think they've won both their home games. You'd still expect something from open play. Buendia just slips over as I look over at him. And Digne's lost the ball. Oh, my life. Early crossing from the right towards Isidore. Header away. Collected by Buendia. But it's like as soon as we have the ball, we give it straight back to them. Or they just close us down. Well, I'm watching the game over on Sky Sports main event, so I unfortunately don't have any kind of stream information. Every legal way to watch Villa possible, I have it. So I have good latency, and I don't have to worry about anything like that. It still annoys me that it doesn't give me every game. You know, other countries get every game, but oh well. Jesus, man. Dear, oh dear. Also, right now is Bournemouth against Newcastle, which is also goalless. And later on, after this, will be Arsenal against Manchester City. Rodgers nowhere near Watkins when the ball's going up to him, considering he's playing as a 10. And this is where we like to see him as well. Cash has gone down here. Oh, he has just shoved his defender. And then he gets kicked at. Hang on. He gets kicked there. Well, VAR, this could be a red card for Sunderland, by the way. He just kicks out at Matty Cash. Yeah, this could be a red card for Sunderland. Matty Cash, look, he has shoved his man. Oh, red card, he has. He has been sent off. Sunderland are out of 10. There is a red card. That's unbelievable. Ronaldo has been sent off for Sunderland for a kick out at Matty Cash. I mean, he just kicks him in the balls, man. I mean, he gets angry that he's been pushed. So as he goes to the floor, he literally kicks Matty Cash. Sunderland are down to 10 men here. Oh, and he's, I mean, he looks beside himself here. Like, he's clearly not happy with the decision, but he has kicked him. Like, you know, we've had this with John Duran, right? Where Duran against Newcastle, I thought you could argue that it's harsh, but if you kick out at someone, it's a red card. Sunderland are down to 10 men. Yeah, and Mandava sent off. And there he goes, Mandava, Ronaldo walking down the tunnel. So soft, he's pushed him with his foot. No, I mean, he has kicked him. He has kicked him in the ball. You got to look at where he's kicked him as well. He has kicked Cash in the balls. Look, we had this, like I said, we had this with John Duran, and you could say that both are not red cards, but he has kicked Cash. Like, in the modern game, that is a red card. Yeah, it is funny especially when you got VAR and they say they did nothing. The fact he kicks Cash in a sensitive area probably doesn't help as well. Because, like, that will be a genuine reaction from Cash. If you ever have that, you are going to go down. You're going to go down like sack shit and start crying. That's whether you're acting or not, because that will bloody hurt. He pushed him with his foot. It's not a kick. The game is gone. I mean, you can't really allow that. Do me a favour. Look up John Duran red card against Newcastle and come back to me. Because it's similar to this. It's a similar challenge and he got sent off for that. And football swings round, you know. It also was 2 feet. 1 foot on his thigh, 1 foot on his balls. So he literally put 2 feet into him. Oh my God, Sunderland nearly scored then. Ha! What happened to Villa? You were so good last season. Very, I don't know. It's a very interesting question. I think we've just tried to adopt more of a stable way of playing that has just not worked, essentially. I don't think we liked how many goals we conceded. I don't think we were, a fan of how volatile we could have, we were at times last season. So we've gone for more of a stable approach, which has led to us not scoring goals. Dan Ballard is coming on for Sunderland. But yeah, Sunderland are down to 10. There is no excuse now for Aston Villa not to go and win this game, I think. 10 men, you literally have to go and win this. We're playing against a newly promoted side. Cash towards Gesson, headed away, won back by McGinn. McGinn's pass, I don't think was meant for Kamara, but he's the one who picks it up. Oh, Rodgers' goal at Old Trafford should have stood, definitely. Yeah, we've got screwed so many times by VAR, even if that wasn't a red card, which it is, by the way. It's about bloody time we've had something go for us, when literally a VAR decision is the reason why we're not playing in the Champions League right now. That Rodgers' goal stood. I mean, you never know, we still could have not won that game, but against a terrible Man United side, 15 minutes to go, 1-0 up, I felt like we would have carried on and sat back and defended and been fine. Oh, that's a foul on Gesson, surely. The referee doesn't think so. Kamara finds John McGinn. His shot's deflected. And Villa have had a lot more of the ball since the red card, as you would expect. Buendia, 1-2 with Rodgers. Buendia, lovely play, squares it, deflected. That should be a corner to Aston Villa, but the referee does point for a goal kick. That football was nice. That's a shame, though. I've had a gift of a rose from Live Gift Copywriting and a gift from Live Gift 97934. What is going on? Okay. Those looks like someone's trying to view-bot me. But then why would you pay money and then give me gifts? I don't know. Whatever. Baindia was playing hot potato with a ball and started rolling around. Yeah. Oh man, he's shit. I can't even lie. I'm surprised. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Is it Lamans or Lamans? I'm surprised he's not been in goal yet. You spend that money on a keeper. How he's not gone in goal, I don't know. But I think he should have at least played one game by now. Mark says, if we don't win now, I'd say Emery will have to go. Oh, come on, bro. He's got enough in the bank. He's got enough in the bank. Come on. Emmy cheating, says Asan. Or Asan, I should say. And Mark says, we were actually playing like this at the end of this last season too. Rashford gave an edge, but any game without him offered very little up front. Palace in the semi-final. How shite were we without Rashford for the Palace game? Villa playing like our left side on clubs. Watkins score. Maybe. We're playing 10 men now. Rodgers tries to backheel into Gesson. I'm wondering how this game's going to pan out now. Because to be fair to Sunderland, they actually weren't sitting back. We've played low block all season, and this has probably been the most expansive game of football we've had. We've still done nothing with the ball, but Sunderland actually attacked Villa, and they didn't actually try and put 11 men behind the ball. Now they're doing that, and I get why, because they're down to 10 men. But I'm just wondering how this is going to go. Cross into the box, and it's cushioned into the keeper. If you're a betting man, by the way, and this is not even me being funny, genuinely put a bet on Villa to draw this 0-0. Seriously, we never break low block down. We've struggled all season. His name is Trash Fraud. Stop calling him any other. Okay, I mean, Rashford scored 2 goals against Newcastle, and that second goal was ridiculous. So how shite are Newcastle is my question to you. Over on the purple platform. Emmy threw the ball up and caught it again. That should have been indirect. Oh, did it leave his hand? I saw the ball go up. Did it properly leave his hand? Crazy when you still fail to score the man advantage. We've been shite. Keeper only punches it as far as Buendia, but his shot sails over. Is there any deflection on that? I don't think there is, based on reaction. I mean, you could argue that. I mean, I don't think a referee does give an indirect free kick for that. I see where you're coming from, but you won't get many that will actually give that. Watkins touch map, and it's literally all on the left-hand side. Is Rodgers playing as a left winger? Try and find out. Oh, my life. 42 minutes gone. Still 0-0, and we're playing 10-man Sunderland. Ronaldo with the red card. Is it Ronaldo? Ronaldo? The left back for Sunderland sent off. Mings goes long. Headed away by Ballard, the substitute. Was it deserved red card or just red? I think so. It's one of those where like there's not really an argument for it in the modern day. Like he double kicks out at Cash. Now it's not the most aggressive kick out, but one of his feet literally catches Cash in the balls, and Cash obviously goes down from that. So there's no real defense of it. He's an idiot for doing it, essentially. That's my take on it. Kamara in the corner flag. Pulls it back. Buendia into McGinn, edge of the box. To be fair, they've gone out to McGinn straight away. They've shut down any chance of a long shot. Mings into Digne. Kamara. He scoops it towards Rodgers in the box. Rodgers struggles to take it down. And then sub him off, please. Oh my God, sub him off. I've had enough, man. I have had enough. Enough. As Angry Ginger would say. What is that? Bro's doing keepy uppies in the box, man. And then he's forced out of it, then shoves his man. Lyndon Dykes has more goals in added time than Villa this season. I mean, you say anything. Any goal stat, you could probably mention. Oh dear. Long ball. Mings wins the header. Kamara wins another game of head tennis for Aston Villa. Buendia seemed to just stop play there. Kamara picks up the ball now. Has to be some urgency before half time, surely. Rodgers. Dispossessed again. Thankfully we get a throw in from that. He's wanting the ball a bit more, which is nice, but he's still playing crap. Oh, like this game is crying out for Harvey Elliott now. Crying out. If he doesn't come on at half time, I swear. Best player on the pitch by a mile in the Brentford game. Hooked off after 60 minutes for seemingly like no reason. Because he looked really upset actually about being taken off. Doesn't start today. And they're down to 10. Like, please bring on Harvey Elliott. He hasn't had the Villa rot set in yet. Keeping the beard there. I mean, you know. 45 minutes until I wait another week to shave the beard. The beard's starting to annoy me now. It's getting long. I never grow my beard out this long. But I've said I've not shaved my beard until Aston Villa scored Premier League goal. Surely that happens today, right? We're playing 10 men. Surely this happens today. I was not super confident, but I thought we might score today. I brought a bowl out. I've got my razor. Surely. Goodness me, man. 10-man Sunderland. We have to. And even if we do, no one will bat an eyelid because we've been playing 10 men. This is like you expect a team to win against 10 men. By the way, when do you want me to send you the watch list member card? We can guess there won't be a goal in September. We might, you never know. A free kick to Villa towards McGinn at the back post. Why McGinn is there, I don't know. What? That's another thing, by the way. Austin McPhee. Oh, McGinn slips over as he tries to control the ball. Thankfully, Cash takes over and stops his counter. Why is McGinn at the far stick, by the way? You want someone... Look, you don't want your target player there, but we're aiming for, the likes of Gesson and Mings. Put someone with a bit of height at the back stick just in case it goes there. Because what chance did McGinn have to win that header? Jesus, man. Your beard will be grey. Like I said, Santa's coming, bro. Santa's coming. Oh, my life. I can't, man. Sport kills me. Bowled out by Martinez. John McGinn does a dummy for Gesson, I suppose. That works. Gesson holds off his man, plays it into Matty Cash. Watkins in the box. Cash getting heavily booed by the Sunderland fans. I mean, Cash got kicked in the balls. McGinn wanted a foul there. Referee ignores. Kamara hooks it forward. Gesson on the byline. Hooks it into the middle, but into the hands of the keeper. And we have a minute till half time. Okay. Bro. Please make changes. Please. Please. Buendia picks it up. Holds off one. What is that? Oh my god! We do one thing well. He does really well to get space. He moves past one. Does really well. And then with the outside of his boot, tries to play a ball to Ollie. And he smashes it at him. And it just sails out for a goal kick. This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. Combs says, Watkins so bad. In fairness, what kind of distribution are we giving him? This is like the Sesko conversation, right? People will say, "Oh, Sesko's not started the season well." Well, what kind of distribution has he got? What kind of pass has he received? He hasn't had the ball inside the box. If we can't give Ollie the ball, he's never gonna score. We could literally have Haaland in this team, but if we don't give him the ball, he won't score. It doesn't matter who we have there. Oh, my life. Oh, this club's killing me. Half time 0-0. Like I said, I'm not going to let anyone forget. We are playing 10-man Sunderland. We have no excuse to not go on and win this game. No excuse. Guys, 60 of you in the TikTok live. I appreciate your support as always. If you haven't already, please do hit that. I was going to say the like button. Just double tap screen if you want. I'm live over on the red platform and the purple platform. Feel free to go over. And help support if you want. Or just stay here and be comfortable. You know, it's up to you. Looking at the Villa comments at half time. This team is dog shit is the first comment. I'm getting tired of saying it, but dreadful again. Looking forward to second half of slow tempo against 10-man Sunderland. Oh, Elliot on for Rogers, Sancho from Buendia. Both Rogers and Buendia have been shit. Buendia has to come off for Harvey Elliott second half. It's the most boring, lifeless football I've seen this place since McLeish days. Unai has to change it now. I mean, that's a shout. Alex McLeish. That's a name I've heard in a long time. Bring Elliott on now. Get Buendia and Digne off. If we don't win this, we are fucked. I have to laugh because if I don't, I will cry. I'm just looking at the Sunderland comments. I reckon they won't be happy about the red card, but they've got to understand it. You just have to give that in the Premier League. Yeah. Oh, to be fair, I've just seen one here. Gave the ref no choice. Clearly kicked him. Why is it done that? Stupid. Oh, you know what? Fair enough. The Sunderland fans actually more annoyed in the player. He's a liability. What an idiot. Every game he's reacted out and now he's been caught. Experience my ass. Correct decision. Stupid from Ronaldo. Idiotic. Supposed to be a senior player. Should act like one. Let's let the team down big time. No need for it. It's a big part of the team. I was missing for 3 games. In fairness, this pretty much every Sunderland fan I've seen here has just called out the defender for being a moron. Just fair enough. Buendia's so bad. How is this guy still starting for us? He was good in pre-season. This is why I will never care about pre-season ever. I refuse to do it. I refuse to do it anymore because our pre-season was great and it's not mattered because we've been shocking. Right, let's read the comments over on TikTok, because I've had a lot since I've last looked. So I apologise if I've missed your comment at all. Victoria says Unai needs to make some changes. Down to 10 minutes, Newcastle, and they couldn't score. I mean, to be fair, they couldn't. But I mean, in that game, Villa had 20 minutes to hang on. Sunderland have to hold on for what, 55, 60 minutes. Ashley says it's not a wonder why we can't score. Final passage hammer it. I mean, that Buendia moment just encapsulates Emi Buendia, doesn't it? Really, does something really well. Takes on his man, has a bit of movement. Actually gets past one, between two. You're thinking, oh my days, he's cooking. He's done really well. The final ball. How do you get that much power on? Even doing it on purpose with the outside of your boot. So, like, just soften that. You don't need to do that. Oh man, like that rattled me. I can't lie. That pass was terrible. It wasn't even close to Ollie. It sailed ahead of him. Ollie just stopped running. Can't score against 10 men. Will said it's like watching paint dry. It's been better, to be fair. Can't see us. I mean, you never know with this Villa side on the break. What I can genuinely see happening is we're going to struggle to create. We're going to push players forward. They'll hit one long ball and be in. And that's what I'm worried about. Because they're going to play on the break now, which annoys me, and it's a shame, because Sunderland actually played football against us. They weren't sitting back. They actually had a go, and they fancied themselves. Like, for the first time this season, they were like, it's almost like a team had no respect for Villa, and I want that. I think we play better when a team sets up like that against Villa. We struggle against low block, but as soon as red cards come out, they've obviously started to sit back, and we can't play into low block. We just can't do it. M4 said Buendia is so balanced, guys still starting, we've regressed. Unai's decision making, squad tactics shocking sometimes. Jaden said Rodgers isolated, can't get into the game. Bro, a 10 should not be isolated. A 10 should be always one. Look at Harvey Elliott. Bear in mind we played the same way against Brentford, right? Harvey Elliott was constantly on the ball. A striker can be isolated. A winger can as well, but a 10 can't. A 10 has to like always be involved. He has to make himself involved. And he's done a little bit, but it's not enough. What about Cash this half? He earned a red card. I mean, he shoves Ronaldo with two-handed shove. I'm surprised he didn't get a yellow for that, and then Ronaldo with the red card. I think that would have been a fair outcome from that whole situation, because Cash literally just two-hand shove, and then he gets kicked, and the referee does look over. As soon as he kicks, the referee literally sees it. So he didn't even need VAR. He just gave the red card on the on-field decision. But Cash has been okay. Cash has not been the issue today, in fairness. I mean, that Gesson shot has pissed me off, man. They keep showing it. Gesson had to score. This is before the red card. And to be fair, the only good thing Rodgers has done all game, cushion pass into Gesson, middle of the goal, and he just smashes it straight at the keeper. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. HG said Villa could get relegated when they're trying to be moderate with the outside boot, bro. Yeah. It feels like me at the park. Like I can pretend to be these ballers. I'm not. And Buendia should also think that way. Prem teams now a system counter it, but we play the same predictable tactic. When we first started, right, with different Unai Emery setups, we caught teams off guard. But now we've had Unai for 3 years. Teams kind of know what to expect. Like we had the high line era. We've had a counter-attacking era where we played long balls into Watkins. And now we're trying this slow possession era. Teams adapt very quickly. Or at least they're starting to Villa. The better we've been, the more teams will look at us and adapt to us. Like, we used to smash long balls into Watkins and hit teams on the break. Teams don't do that anymore. They don't do that. They just set up in ways where we can't hit a long ball into Watkins. Sal Rogers now, I think, says Frankie. I mean, Obi-Wan says get Emery out of the club, which I vehemently disagree with. But you can say that if you want. Rooney says what would happen if Birmingham City gets promoted. I mean, they would just be in the Premier League. I don't know what you'd want me to say there. Villa play different from last year. Yeah, we've tried to slow down our play, but it's just not working. Doesn't help our striker is on the wing. I mean, that's another thing. Ollie doesn't help himself sometimes when he will often drift towards the left-hand side. But he's had zero service, if we're being real. He's had pretty much no service in any game we played this season. The only chance he's had was a McGinn 50-yard long ball to him, which in fairness, he should have scored that. It's against Newcastle, and he smashed it straight at the keeper. Keep Rodgers, to be honest, not his best season, but he has really good potential. Look, let's not talk about buying and selling like players right now because we can't anyway. Just drop players if they're not playing well. This isn't like an unheard of thing. Drop players if they're not playing well. We can do that. We can drop players. It's okay. I feel like we're scared to do that sometimes. We can, look, Rodgers might be upset. Doesn't matter. Drop him for a little bit. It's fine. If Emery goes, we should go for Iraola. I don't want to talk about Emery. I agree with the comment. I just don't want to talk about him going because I don't want him to. I'd rather Emery stay here for a long time. Someone who's got Villa into Europe 3 years in a row where we literally couldn't get into Europe for, over a decade. I trust that man. And we're going through a rough patch right now, but this is what makes a good manager. Getting out of rough patches like this. When a team's playing well, being a manager is easy. When a team's not playing well, that's where you get the best out of a manager's class, right? Which is why I'm not the biggest fan of Pep Guardiola, because whenever Man City struggle, he just spends lots of money. And even then, they've not been great. I lost an insane amount of respect for Man City when they went and spent 250 million in the January window to try and fix their problems, and they weren't even any better. Got beat by Palace in the cup final. That's ridiculous. The new signing missed a penalty in said final. Villa, I've missed loads of comments. I do apologise, guys. Bloody hell. I'm trying to read as fast as I can. Shocking, no pressure. Doesn't help with strikers on the wing. I'm going to quickly run through this. Buendia, Blake acts like he's Maradona by doing use of skills. Watkins is awful. I don't understand why we're so bad. It's the same team as last season, and last season was good. I mean, we're just playing in a different way, that's all. Sancho is the only player in the squad that will take a player on. That annoys me, Tom, but you are spot on. I think we'll grab a goal second half, says Jaden. I hope so. Remember when this guy said Villa were better than Palace? I mean, we are. It's just, we have better players, but we always lose to Palace. Take Palace, right? Take Palace's league positions and align them with Aston Villa's league positions, and there you go. I don't have to speak. I just have to say align that. Serious things to be questioned about. If we don't score. Elliott on bright spark. Sanchez should replace Watkins. It's time he needs to realise something is up. He needs to figure it out. I just think United's a bit stubborn right now. Elliott, Sancho, Maatsen need to come on. I want to bring on Maatsen. Elliott, Sancho, that's fine. Jenny, you think Gesson would be a good right back? You know what? Ironically, he has defended really well, hasn't he? I'll give him that. He's been better defensively than going forward. Why have Cash on beyond? I mean, Cash got a red card, but Cash is shocking typically. Pass back, Cash always goes forward, stops passes. Villa, honking. Buendia should have gone transfer window. I mean, we couldn't get any. All we had was like loan offers, which is why I don't think. It's why he's in the Villa squad, because we couldn't sell him, and well, PSR means we basically just have to use him. So Watkins, Rodgers. I don't think anyone would buy Watkins at this point. I mean, how old is Ollie these days? He's Ollie like 29 now, 30. Like, he's going to buy Ollie. Cash forced to make all the progressive passes, but isn't good enough to execute. Get Elliott on ASAP. Yeah, a lot of people are not happy with the changes. We should shift to 3-4. We would never play good at 5 at the back. I think we got the players for it, but would never do it. Get Watkins off, put Ev on there, Marlon Sancho on. Rodgers hasn't been great, but he's got potential. And yeah, there has been a lot. I'm just there's a lot to read, guys. Sorry. Do you think Watkins and Rodgers playing bad because they want moves in the summer? I've seen a lot of people talk about that, by the way. I've seen a lot of people say that. Subhome says, how many times do we go backwards? Aston Villa Short says, IAJ. I remember you, mate. How you doing? No, you were like a regular viewer at one time. I'd never forget you. Matthew says shocking stuff, but the best I've seen us play so far this season somehow. I mean, if that's the best, the standard is terrible. What else? Up the Sunderland, says Reggie. What have you made? I'm guessing you're a Sunderland fan. What have you made of the game so far? And I imagine even Sunderland fans will be confident that they can keep a clean sheet here and just have a 0-0 and move on. Would be nice to Gesson put the chance, so he has to score that. I said this on the stream. Like, if Gesson, look, we're not creating chances. We are the lowest XG in the league. We've had, I think, one of the least amount of shots in the game. We've not scored a goal. You have to take that chance. Gesson, middle of the goal, on the penalty spot, and he hits it at the keeper. If he goes left or right, it's in the net. But he's just gone for power and blasted it at the chest of the keeper. You just got to take those. You have to take them. When we're struggling and we're crying out for something, you got to take those. I'm not a fan of Villa, but think Rodgers and Watkins had their own big money contract moves. Rodgers possibly. I don't think Ollie though. I don't see a team offering lots of money for Ollie Watkins now. I think that time's come and gone. Because he's getting on now. Rodgers, I can see that being the case, especially when he does well for England. But Watkins, I don't see it personally. I think we're playing more winger football this season, whereas last 2 seasons playing in the middle. You say that, we've got no wide players. We let go Leon Bailey out on loan. Like, we brought in Evan Gesson. Well done, we got one. Rodgers likes to play in the middle. Buendia likes to play in the middle. Harvey Elliott, to be fair, can play on the right, but has also played a lot in the middle. Sancho, thankfully, but can Sancho stay fit? He's not even playing right now. Honestly, Cash hasn't been sent off, Frankie. Cash earned a red card. He got Ronaldo sent off. He shoved Ronaldo, and out of anger, Ronaldo just kicked him in the chest or in the ball, in the balls and chest or something like that. And got a red card for it. If you don't win, Emery should be taken a closer look at. Like I said, you can question his tactics. I will not question him in charge, is what I will say. A long way for that to happen. Changing managers sometimes just doesn't work. People wanted Ferguson to get the sack, a couple of years into his tenure. So let's not take the piss here. I think we sell Rodgers and Watkins, replace Rodgers, Elliott, and buy a good striker and new right back. We've been here before when we lost 5 games in a row last season. I mean, we did have that horrible patch, didn't we, where we just couldn't win, and it ended up costing us top 4. It was. It started with Bournemouth at home. Bournemouth scored a last-minute equalizer, and it killed us for over a month. It was horrid. We're about to be underway anyway for the second half. Aston Villa against 10-man Sunderland, but Villa, it's like the unstoppable force versus the unmovable object. Villa not scoring a goal against 10-man Sunderland. Surely something's got to give. You would imagine, right? Surely at some point. Josh says Villa gonna win us now. Stupid kick out of Cash cost us red card. Well, Josh, unfortunately, Aston Villa still not scored a Premier League goal. So, and we've not even really looked like. I mean, Gesson should have scored, but that's one chance we've had, one shot we've had properly in this game. I would still be fairly confident that Sunderland can hold out for at least a draw here. If any Sunderland fan is listening to this, you can relax a little bit. We have been shocking this season. So, you can calm down. Buendia, though, could have an early cross. Gets a deflection. I think he wanted a corner there, but the ball just wouldn't spin that way. Digne, McGinn with an early ball. Doesn't even beat the first man. Might fall to Kamara. He should have shot. Instead, he hooks it. Have a go, Kamara. Bruv, we can't. This is what I mean. Why are we scared? Kamara, I know he's not known for his shooting ability, but a looping ball at the edge of the box with no one on him. Have a shot. Please. I'm crying out for something. Especially when his pass wasn't very good anyway. McGinn's cross towards Watkins. He misses it. Kamara gets it on his chest. Has an option out wide. Does try and find it, but the pass towards Matty Cash wasn't fantastic. McGinn now, he has a go. See, that That's too far out. That's like 35 yards. Which I don't... Look, I'd rather someone have a go. That should have been Kamara. Literally, like that's like Paul Scholes territory, man. Like, it literally just at the edge of the box, on the D, a volley with no one around him was there, and he doesn't go for it. Oh, my life. Oh, they looked at a possible penalty. To be fair to Tyrone Mings, he's done really well there. Mings, I think, and he's also gone down hurt, which I think we'll get some treatment for. But Mings didn't want to run the risk there. They played a long ball. Mings against Isidore, and he decided to clear the ball rather than just allow Martinez to come out and catch it. I'd rather not take the risk, and I think that's good. I wish more players did this, by the way. Just it's okay to concede a throw-in in certain situations. It's fine. It's better than conceding a goal, you know, which could have easily happened there. So bad, says Villa Exeter, and Watkins playing like Danny Welbeck. Welbeck scores goals sometimes. That's harsh, Ollie. But we seriously, we've not even come close. Guys, 87 of you in the building in TikTok. I appreciate all your support. Double tap the screen if you haven't already. I'm also live on the red platform and the blue, the purple platform, if you want to watch it over there. I do videos and stuff. And we right now have an RTG, Watkins World, and he's already scored in that. He scored, how many goals now? I think he's still scored like 4 goals now in that. And yet to score in real life in typical fashion. Hammers over on the purple platform says, this is pathetic. Favourites ball at its finest. I think Monchi needs to go. Hasn't got out of a rough patch. And Wiss said even Derby had a goal after 130 minutes. Don't want to talk about it. Shocking stuff, but oh no, I've already read that. Bring back Bailey. Bailey got injured in his first game back, you know. Like, not even first game. It didn't even get to a game. He got injured in training, actually, at Roma. Buendia with a foul. A very silly foul there as well. George said, a Spurs fan doesn't watch Villa. Why are you struggling? You have good offensive players. It's just the tempo we're playing at. We're just playing a lot of sideways football. The idea is that we can keep a lot of the ball and wait for your moment. And having the ball means your opponent doesn't have it. But the problem with that is you don't create much. And like we also don't get peppered, but it also means it feels like they're more likely to concede on a counter-attack than us to actually score with the possession football that we're playing. I would much rather play, like we did in the past, high-line attacking football. And, you know, defensively it was volatile. There were games like the Newcastle game we lost 5-1 playing that way. We also beat Brighton 6-1 playing that way. Yeah, heavily struggling to create. We've got the lowest XG, one of the lowest shot counts in the league. We don't create anything. We're playing 10-man Sunderland. We have 1 shot on target with 63% of the ball. Long throw for Sunderland. And like, this is what I mean. The Sunderland, obviously 10 men, they're going to sit back. We can't break a low block down. Also, another example as well. Oh, hang on. Sunderland hit the crossbar. Oh my God, Sunderland hit the bar. Sunderland hit the bar. Are you having a laugh? Sunderland nearly make it 1-0. The 10-man Sunderland from a long throw that Villa can't deal with. Sunderland hit the crossbar. Mings gets his header to it. Martinez wanted to catch it, but Mings got there first. Free header. And he hits the crossbar. WYT asks, how have we not scored? We nearly conceded. We've nearly conceded there. Unreal. It's the centre half for Sunderland, Alderete. He's got a diving header free, and he hits the crossbar. Jeez, man. We've nearly conceded to a team with 10 men. That's outrageous. Watkins, Rogers not correct from pressing. Our press has been almost non-existent this year. We used to be able to choke teams with the press, but it's more about the structure now, and keep it in shape. Rodgers just doesn't look like he wants to be involved half the time. That's another thing. When your 10 is not active, it's hard to create anyway. We've got a right back who can't cross the ball. We've got one left back who can't defend, but can attack at times, and we've got another left back who can cross, but he's far too slow to try and defend a counter attack. And we've got lots of injuries, like with Onana being out. Yuri Tielemans, arguably our best player, out injured as well. It doesn't help, in fairness. I mean, look, so we got no width as well. We brought in Gesson, but right now we're playing Buendia and Rodgers, who both like to play in the middle. And Gesson has played as a striker as well as a winger, but yeah, we've got one wide player on right now. Villa corner with Emi Buendia towards the back post. It's over here. Please take Buendia off. Please take Buendia. Yeah, Konza has just had a go at Buendia there as well with the ball. I mean, that's shocking. That has just sailed out for a goal kick for Sunderland. He's been awful, Buendia, today. Harvey Elliott is he's warming up. He's warming up. And so is Sancho. So I'm guessing we're going to make those changes at some point. I'm hoping. Bloody hell, I'm hoping. Especially against 10 man. 10-man Sunderland. Please. Well, another thing. We played John McGinn out wide. In multiple league games this season. Which we didn't even try in pre-season. We just did it. So we're treating league games like pre-season sometimes. Which is insane. You should never do that. But McGinn out wide, guess what? Didn't work. Crazy. That a central midfielder playing out wide didn't work. Oh, we've given Sunderland another chance for a long throw, which every team is doing now, by the way. I don't know when this became like a real popular thing. But Brentford do it, Sunderland do it. Arsenal do it sometimes. Villa, I mean, we used to. There was a point with Dean Smith where we'd have Matty Cash do a long throw. So Cash can do it. It's just we're not opting to use it. It's actually a nice goal. If you look up Danny Ings, is it a, like bicycle kick goal? Ings once scored like a bicy from a Cash throw-in, which was very nice. Villa starts to annoy me how bad they are. Says Rocket. I mean, how do you think I feel? Elliot has to come off Rodgers and Sancho for Madea. FFP is an issue in terms of squad quality, but your team's definitely still top. I mean, that's what I mean, right? So I can agree and understand the PSR FFP situation, right? And be like, okay, we're gonna not be as good because of that. But there's still no excuse to be way behind the table. There's only so far you can use that. Like, FFP and PSR is not the reason why we lost to Brentford. Twice. One in a penalty shootout, and one 1-0 away. Second game of the season. You know? PSR affects Newcastle as well. In fact, their striker didn't even want to play for them. And we were hammered by a team with no striker. And because they had no striker, we didn't lose that game. By a miracle. I'm not blaming PSR for how shit we are now. Because like this is another layer of shit, to be honest. It can't go on like this, can it? It's ball playing. Corner comes in. Their set pieces are incredibly dangerous. I hate this. We just can't deal with this. And now I understand why everyone's back defending. I'm currently watching it on Sky Sports main event, so I don't have any stream. Maybe someone in the chat can give you some recommendations. Lovely flick header, by the way, from Rodgers to clear the ball. He does get the last touch in fairness. I don't know what we're complaining at. Watkins done nothing all season. In fairness, he's had no service. Well, Martinez, was he not fouled there? He was. And Martinez has also gone down, and Cash is also holding his leg. 3 Villa players down now. Bloody hell. Has there been an explosion in the box? Like 3 Villa players down hurt. To be fair, I thought they were going to give the foul to Martinez when I first saw it. So I'm just seeing this now. Sunderland set pieces. Yeah, Martinez literally has 2 hands on the ball and is shoved. So that has to be a foul. Don't know what happened to Mings and Cash though. So I'm going to try and have a look now. Cash is being held. Don't really see what happens with Cash there. And Mings, to be fair, Mings gets absolutely smashed into. By the number 20, what's his name for Sunderland? Mukiele. Yeah, Mukiele snaps into Tyrone Mings. Double sub for Villa. Harvey Elliott, come on Harvey! Harvey Elliott, come on! I think Ian Matson will be the next one. Buendia off for Villa, and we're going to see who it is. It is Matson. Buendia for Matson. So we're going to play Matson out wide. Newcastle and Villa had their spells of competing with big boys. Now they can't score. I think you've now plateaued. It seems worse, but remember where... I mean, to be fair, I always say this, like, no matter how annoyed I can be at Villa right now, it can't be as bad as what it has been. Like, I remember Wigan Athletic in the Championship, and we got hammered 3-0 away, and we were like lower mid-table, and I thought, is this really like the lowest point? And thankfully it was, because I was thinking like, how much further can we sink? So like, I always think like it could be that bad, and that was what, nearly 8 years ago now. The Steve Bruce era was a rough patch. I can't lie. Albanian Rust Player said Villa's best content creator. Well, I appreciate your very kind words. Thank you. Is Matson for Villa into Rodgers on the boiler, hooks across in towards Gesson, but we're not going to win headers, guys. If we keep the ball on the floor and then a foul at the edge of the Sunderland box from Konza. This is the thing, right? Why play crosses into such a tall team? Sunderland, I think, are the tallest team in the league. Or it might be Leeds. I could be wrong. But they're one of the tallest. I think Leeds are the tallest. And we're playing crosses. Really? Like, I would keep the ball on the floor as much as possible. We've hardly won a header. Like, our backline's getting peppered by 10 men from set pieces, and then we're trying to put crosses in. That's a foul on McGinn, surely. From Granit Xhaka, and then he just shoves McGinn to the floor. Is he okay, Granit Xhaka? Alright, you don't have to spam. You've made your point. Thank you very much. Yeah, the Villa aren't going down. We are dog, but I think we'll sort this out before we go down, in fairness. As bad as we are. There we go. I'll just mute that. There's no need to spam. You can take the piss, but don't spam comments, please. Thank you very much. Gesson does well. Squares it, looking for Rodgers. Shot from Harvey Elliott. It's deflected. Villa have a corner. Come on, boys! Come on! Half an hour to go. Still 0-0. I still have my razor and a bowl waiting. I will do it live on stream if we score. Please. Please don't make me go another week. I want to shave my beard so bad. I hate it. It's so long now. Corner hardly beat the first man, which is fantastic. Elliott hooks it towards the far post. Everyone doesn't attack it. And it goes out for a goal kick to Sunderland. Villa's Mark Goldbridge. Loki wanting a Sunderland winner to see you off. You're such a knob. How Villa struggle? I've answered that question a lot this season. Not even just this season today. Mate, what do you make a guess on? I think he's been okay. He's just... I think I guess on. I think of the big miss that he had, unfortunately, and that is just the sadness of it. I think, guys, 92 of you in the live stream. Please double tap the screen if you haven't already. It does help the algorithm. I'm also live on the red platform as well as the purple one, and there's an FPL code. You can see it, by the way. It's the first time I've said it all day. Feel free to join the FPL League if you want to. The code is on screen. 1OG says Sunderland to win 1-0, oh, please. I mean, they hit the crossbar. What a challenge. Great challenge. Kamara wanted a goal kick, but I think a corner has been given. How you man up and not getting shots off? Welcome to Aston Villa, my friend Leon. Welcome. So, Loki suggesting all the games today finish 0-0, said George. Dear man. I mean, don't hold your breath. Sunderland have a corner and we can't deal with their set pieces. So, don't hold your breath just yet, guys. Half hour to play, man. I don't think Harvey Elliott and Sancho quite know what they've signed up for here. Bear in mind, Elliott permanently signs if he plays 10 games. He's going to play 9 and be like, yeah, I don't want to play anymore. The referee has blown the whistle here. There'll be a yellow for Ian Matson. Well, Ballard is fuming. Why have 4 Sunderland players surrounded the referee there? I'm going to see what Matson does here. Why is he holding him? I don't like for Matson. Especially when a penalty can be given for that. I'd rather him not do that. It's not worth the risk, is it? Corner to Sunderland. Thank God. Hooked over. Isidore with an overhead kick shot puts it over. A friend in Wales who supports Villa. Feel free, guys, to take my Villa's team. Oh, man. Oh, it wasn't even a bicycle. It was actually a scorpion kick from Isidore. Fair enough. Went for some aura points there. If Rodgers left, would you rather... I'd rather him go abroad. I think he could go for, I'd rather not talk about Villa players going elsewhere, but, to a team like Dortmund would be cool. Just not in the Premier League, Watkins, great ball. Matson, cross! Oh, towards Gesson, really good defending. That was nice play. I mean, the bar is so unbelievably low. And there's an offside flag that's just come up now as well. Please, man. Even if it's an own goal, I don't care. We need a win so bad just to lift the squad. So I'd like losing on penalties to Brentford. Probably killed whatever remaining soul we had left. Oh no, I don't think Spurs is an upgrade right now. Like, the Spurs were terrible against Brighton. And they were absolutely hammered by Bournemouth. Cash for Villa, back to Konza. Plus, someone like Rodgers should be at there's no disrespect to Spurs, but if he is to improve from Villa, make a big improvement. Not just do a little jump. Make a big one. Here's Kamara. I will see, but I'm not being that impressed with Thomas Frank, to be honest. I don't know. I just feel like it's better than Ange, but I mean, Ange ball was so bad. You finished 17th. So that's another thing. I've had Spurs fans in my comments recently, like, "Oh, this was the same Villa that were gonna take Spurs in the top 6," and I'm like, "You finished 17th last year. Where's all this chat? Like, if you didn't win the Europa League, there'd be no chat at all." And to be fair, I'm jealous of the Europa League win, but I'm not having that. By the way, what a horrible tackle on Rodgers by Hume. I mean, Hume has literally smashed into Rodgers there. That is incredibly reckless. Kamara for Villa. Squares it. Cash, you'll have a go. Ah! Yeah! Cash has scored a rocket! Yeah! Aston Villa have a Premier League goal! Matty Cash with a missile! Come on! Aston Villa have a Premier League goal, ladies and gentlemen! Come on! What a strike from Cash! He's hit a miss. I was about to say, oh, he does this for Poland all the time. Cash has hit a rocket. 67 minutes gone. Sunderland 0. Aston Villa. Oh, the keeper. Oh, the keeper's had a nightmare with that. He smashed it at the keeper. Come on. We love you. I take back what I've said about Cash. I take it back. What a goal. Yeah. We've done it. We've scored a goal. We have scored a Premier League goal. Jeez. Oh, you know what? I've given Cash so much hate as well. Yeah, Wish says, what is the keeper doing? Dog shit goal. Load Tech says, you ain't on Cash. I'm going to shave my beard. It's time. We scored a goal. It's happening on stream. Hang on. I'll be as quick as I can. It's going to get very messy, this is. But I got my beard shaver. We've scored a Premier League goal. It's happened. Oh, my days, man. Don't mind me as I do this. Look at that. Oh, my life, man. I was gonna say I'm not gonna get like I'm not gonna get like a skin razor right now because I need to go to the sink for that anyway. But this is the best I can do for now. You know what? It gives me vibes as well of the Brentford game. It's just a bad bit of goalkeeping. I'm using my camera like a mirror. Look at that. You never see this on anyone else's stream, you know. Oh yeah, I need to change that shit. I gotta change the score. You are right. I apologise. Hang on. My beard looks terrible. There we go. Oh my, it's hanging off. There we go. Oh, this is great. Oh, I missed a bit. Right, that will do. I've probably missed a lot there. There we go. It's happened. I have shaved my beard. Villa have scored a Premier League goal. Matty Cash has scored a goal. Oh my god, I've got like bits of hair and stuff floating about. There we go. Look, it's not going to be the cleanest of shave. I'm doing it on a camera that has glare on the screen. I have missed a lot there though, shit. Right. I'm going to have to clean this up a bit later, but there we go. Fuck you know. Right, that was content, guys. There you go. Watching you lot is a snooze fest. Yeah, welcome to Villa in the Premier League this season. Just think how I feel. I have to watch this every week. You know? This is why I loved the rock and roll football of Highline. Like, Villa and Spurs fans know, oh my god, I've missed a lot here. Ah! I've missed a lot here. Bro, I've grown that much hair. I keep losing where how much I've shaved. I only saw it when I turned my head. Is there any? Oh my god, I've got like bits of hair stuck to me. What do you think United Strand's gonna be like, by the way, when he does his? Bloody hell. Oh man. Okay. We're back. 72 minutes in. It is Sunderland 0, Aston Villa 1. Villa hate watch is over. I mean, we still might concede a goal. It would be a very Villa thing to still not win this, by the way. United Strand will know this. Yeah, it does feel like that way sometimes. I told you, Matty Cash. You know what? I've had a lot of Polish people say, have Cash shoot more often. And they're not wrong. Because, like, I remember, it might have been 2 years ago, Middlesbrough away in the cup, we were terrible. And he got a last-minute winner from a missile from distance. Which was, you know, it saved us in that game. And then there's been times where Cash, I mean, Cash against Lille scored a long shot. He can do it, in fairness to Matty. But yeah, there's a video of United Strand on a train after the game. Yesterday, someone, oh, I saw that. Someone tried to pull his hair. What a weirdo. Absolute weirdo. Imagine being like that. He was like, oh, you're not a United fan. I'm like, how would you know? Already got 1 out of 5 wins. United have quite an easy... Oh, yeah, the Liverpool game, they can do it. You never know. I took out Cash in my FPL, by the way. Cash is on the bench. I didn't fancy having a Villa player because when you have your own team in your FPL, it hurts twice when they don't do well. So I thought, look, if the run continues, at least I don't have Villa players in it. And I've just put Cash on the bench, so I've had a stinker there, stinker and hooked. Cash goes long for Villa. Oh, Marlon is going to chase that. Daniel Marlon's in for Villa. Marlon, God, it's been fat. Oh my God, he goes to the ground, wanting a foul. What is going on? Marlon, to be fair, he's apparently rapid. Seemingly got caught up quite easily there. Basically ran into the keeper. Oh, man. He tried to, like, I don't know what he's trying to do there. He just waits and waits for his chance to shoot. I'm not being funny. We don't create anything, and then we have an opportunity for a one-on-one, which we don't take. He just runs into the keeper, basically, under pressure. But just shoot that early, then. I'd rather him get a shot away than not. Cross from the left. Villa don't clear it. Good block that is, by the way. Under pressure from... Ezri Konsa has probably been our best player today. Another Sunderland shot gets charged down. Xhaka forward. What a header. What a goal. What a goal. Sunderland 1-1. That's amazing. Sunderland Equalizer. That is an unbelievable header. Into Isidore. Isidore fires. And it's 1-1. I don't believe this. I do not. I can believe it. Because it's Villa. But I think we wanted an offside there. But I don't know. I'm guessing he was on. That's shocking, man. That is actually shocking. It's a terrific goal from Isidore, but... Oh, Mings keeps him onside. Oh! Tyrone. What a header from Granit Xhaka. I don't think we expected that kind of header, and Martinez beating at his near post. 10-man Sunderland 1, Villa 1. Cash's goal was pretty decent. I mean, he's hit it from about 30 yards, but the keeper has kind of spilt it into the goal. He's gone to like punch it. It's a really bizarre goal, actually. He's gone to punch it. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to update my scoreline, guys, over on YouTube. Sorry. In the video, it still says 0-0. It's no longer 0-0. It's bloody 1-1 now. I need to remind myself to do it. There we go. Jesus. I mean, Isidore's been knocking at the door all game. And Marlon could have made it 2. This literally feels like the Brentford game. We have a chance to make it 2, which we don't take, and then we concede a minute later. And literally, the commentators just said it as well. Like, Marlon has to have scored that. We just didn't get the shot away. 1-on-1. Just allowed himself to get tackled, basically. All that beard shave for nothing. Because we might not even win now. Can you imagine if we lost now? Rodgers into McGinn. Oh, McGinn gets dispossessed. Oh, good tackle from McGinn. That's a foul, surely, for Villa. Which the referee doesn't give. It looked like a foul on Rodgers, and he's still waving his arms about. I did actually, while I was shaving, I didn't even have a chance to mention Daniel Marlon was subbed on, but Marlon came on for Gesson. So those were the 3 changes we made. Elliot for Digne, Matson for Buendia, and Marlon for Evan Gesson. Oh, definitely. Love Island UK. Rodgers. Oh, Marlon's just took the ball off Harvey Elliott there as Elliott wound up a shot. You could literally not write this. Marlon's took the ball off Elliott's foot. Konza into Mings. Matson. Can we please just create one more chance, man? We've scored through. The 2 goals we've scored in all competitions this season have been goalkeeping errors. You could argue. Oh, my life. Oh, my life. McGinn's pass is terrible there. Not McGinn, sorry. Ming's pass. To be fair, the pass wasn't great, but Rodgers just also doesn't chase it at all. I feel sick. You know, there's a clip of Accrington Stanley manager, and you might have all seen it. It's like, I feel physically sick, to be honest. I'm rapidly falling out of love with the football. Just wonder what's the point, you know? And it's like how I feel right now. We finally get a goal. Finally score a goal. And I'm thinking, we can do it. It's 10 man. 10 man Sunderland. We can actually go and win this. You know what? From this, if this game is a draw, I might reboot the beard and like not grow it, not shave it from this point until we win a Premier League game, and see how long it takes. See what I look like by the time we win a game. Because Jesus, man. Martinez bowls it out into Digne. It's not Digne into Matty Cash. My vision is impaired apparently. Get Rodgers off. Rodgers, how he stayed on the pitch is unbelievable. By the way, he has once again not been great. And through Rodgers, we've lost the ball again, and it's gone up for a goal kick to Sunderland. I shaved my beard on stream. We literally did it on stream. I had a bowl and a razor, and as soon as Cash scored, I shaved it on stream. Although it looks like we're not even going to win anyway. After all that, I'll turn it into a TikTok clip so you guys can see it if you missed it, because I thought it'd be funny. We are going to make another couple changes. Sancho and Bogard are going to come on now for Rodgers and Kamara. Finally, Rodgers goes. Jesus, man. Oh, I put Sancho in for 10 minutes. I don't know why. Sancho could have and should have come on maybe like 10, 15 minutes ago. Bit ridiculous bringing him on now. You know, let's wait until they've scored and then bring him on. Maatsen goes long, looking for Marlon. Bogard. I feel bad for Marlon, but then he doesn't help himself. He was terrible against Brentford, and he had a huge chance to make it 2-1 to Villa. And he's apparently incredibly fast, but then got caught up very easily. And eventually dispossessed before he even got a shot away. Even though he was in the clear with like 3 yards ahead of the last defender. What's the useless this season? Says Otoms. Yeah, I'm not happy with how this game has panned out. We've not even looked like it. Playing a team of 10 men. Maatsen on the byline. Cross! Doesn't find anyone. He finds Elliot! Oh! Elliot flashes his shot wide. Harvey Elliott could have made it 2-1. Catches it really well. I think he catches it too well. That's the issue. He has hammered that towards goal. Oh, it's not far wide, you know. Oh, yeah, this angle is what I want to see. How close? How close? Oh, he's caught that sweetly. It's like a foot wide. Oh, my life. Sancho has come on. Oh, Unai Emery heading his hands there. That could have been it. That could have been the second goal. Cash under pressure. Back to Martinez. Tottenham will beat Villa in game week 8. Probably is, right? I mean, it's not exactly an insane prediction to make. Maatsen finds Ezri Konza. 6 minutes to play here. Still remains 10-man Sunderland 1, Villa 1. Villa scored. I say it this way, actually. Sunderland got a red card. Villa then scored, and now Sunderland equalised. 10-man Sunderland equalised. I just can't believe this, man. I'm not being funny as well. Martinez beating at his near post. Like, he goes with his hands. Stick your leg out. His most famous save of his career was with his leg. Stick your bloody leg out, Emmy. I don't know why keepers dive at the near post. It's easier to stick your leg out from near post. Elliot thumps it long looking for Watkins. Doesn't find him. Only finds sarcastic cheers and applause from the Sunderland faithful. Isodor's goal is really good. It was a really nice weighted header from Xhaka that looped over our backline. Found Isidore one-on-one. I say one-on-one. It was one-on-one technically, but under pressure from Mings and Cash, but managed to get his shot away and he arrows it in the near post. They do look, Martin. I agree to an extent, but they say as a goalkeeper, you should never concede at your near post. You blame the far post on your defense, but your near post you should always keep safe. That's like a rule that a lot of goalies have. Sancho gets a 1-2 of Elliot. Hooks across, deflected. Throw into Aston Villa. Villa need to make more players attack. Like, why are defenders still at the back? Says Harry Maguire. Ryan said Villa in trouble. I mean, we've been in trouble for... It hasn't started today, trust me. Cash might line up another. He does. Shots deflected, falls to McGinn. I mean, we're relying on Cash 35-yarders to try and win a game. It's 10 man here. Sancho in the box of Villa. Maatsen on the overlap. Sancho ignores. Sancho goes for a goal himself. Doesn't really travel before it gets deflected. Oh, now Cash has been nutmegged as Sunderland try and bring the ball out of play. Cash not marking. Goes to sleep too often. Yeah, in fairness, this will be the one time I won't have a go at Cash because he's actually got the balls to shoot, unlike half the Villa side. I'll give him credit. I'll give him credit today because no one even bothered to have a shot. Really, like I literally was crying out for Kamara, edge of the box, at, like the start of second half, looping ball, could have caught it on the volley, decided to try and hook the pass. I'm not a fan. Not a fan with how like scared we are sometimes. It's because we don't use any of the possession, mate. He said we have 70%. We just play sideways football a lot of the time. McGinn for Villa. We go short into Bogard. Another change that Villa have made. We've made all 5 now, I think. McGinn out wide into Sancho. It's been quite lively since coming on. And someone who takes on his man, which we're crying out for, to be honest. McGinn hooks across in towards the far post. Between Ollie and Cash, somehow neither of them get clear contacts on the ball. First team to be in the champion. And well, that's Nottingham Forest, mate. Forest have won the Champions League twice. And we're in the Championship for like 20 plus years. Sancho finds Maatsen. I like Maatsen's endeavour. In fairness, we have no right side apparently because we've only gone down to the left. Done well to score a goal, I guess. Oh my god! This is not even funny. Sancho goal incoming. This is Akbar. Maatsen goes short, finds McGinn. I said Maatsen, it was Sancho actually. McGinn now on the byline. He puts a cross in. Overhit. Elliott has to keep it alive on the far side. A minute till injury time here. Still 1-1. Mings goes down in the box there. But the referee, to be fair, Mings isn't looking for it himself. McGinn's cross. It's not a bad ball, but again, we're trying crosses against 10 men. Five minutes of injury time will be shown, apparently. 5 minutes. Sancho is playing. He's on. And to be fair, he looks probably the most lively player out wide right now. Here is Sancho. Can you do something, please? Sancho, good ball into Maatsen. Maatsen's cross. Tries to find Ollie. Ollie, I mean, more fouls than shots for Ollie today. I mean, that's unbelievable. He's just clattered in to Hume and given him the opportunity to sit down and cry for about, 2 minutes. Ollie, if you're not on the end of chances, can you not smash into someone? The change for Sunderland. When you're getting the bed sheets and crowns out, I still back Unai. I still back Unai Emery. Like I said, he's got us into Europe for 3 years running. I still love the bloke. He's got us into a competition that you've never played in. That was only 2 years ago that we qualified for that. So I'm not even going to call him out. I'm not going to say anything. Eventually, I think we'll sort this out. Meanwhile, with the budget you have, you're mid-table in the Championship, losing to teams like Stoke City. You say triggered, it's football banter, and you support a team that is an apparent rival to mine, even though you've been nowhere near us in your entire history. There you go, that's a nibble. all the all the budget and all the chat from Blues just to lose to Stoke. Bloody hell. Sancho's cross. Good ball. Oh my God, how no one gets our touch on that. Oh my God, Cash at the far post too. Between Cash and Ollie, how neither get contact to that cross. Oh my God. That's a really good ball from Sancho. Oh, Watkins, you're shit, man. Like, seriously. That's a great cross from Sancho, but Watkins' header not only puts it wide, it takes it away from Cash. It's almost like a defensive clearance. That shouldn't have been a second goal. That's such a nice cross from Sancho as well. Sancho's done more in the 10 minutes he's been on than probably Gesson has done all game. And Gesson should have scored. Gesson, Buendia, our front line has been awful. And then you got Sancho, who's barely been on, putting crosses in like that. Bogard. Not very convincing that, but he still keeps the ball. Harvey Elliott. Half hour additional time has been played. Elliott cross towards Marlon. Does get a head onto that. It bounces. Can it fall to a Villa man? Maatsen. Marlon. He gets a shot deflected. Maybe! Oh, Watkins should have scored. And I think the offside flag could have come up anyway, but Watkins should have scored. He's had a chance there. And the offside flag does come now. Oh my life, Ollie. Is he offside? He is offside. It wouldn't have counted anyway. Oh, he's got to score that anyway. But it wouldn't have counted for Villa. To be fair, the Sunderland defensive line moved up. Caught him. Roos for Sunderland. Lashes it long. Won by Tyrone Mings. Bogard. Into Matty Cash. I don't even know who I'd say man. Who would you guys say would be man of the match right now? Who would you give it to? I struggle to give a name, to be honest. I think Konza's done quite well. But we are playing 10 men, so I don't know. Oh, well done, Mings. Has to see the ball back to Martinez. Oh, they've given it to a Sunderland player, so I think that says it all, really. Konza into Harvey Elliott. Matty Cash. Marlon tries an overhead kick shot when we haven't won a game this season. The audacity. And he gets it that wrong, it actually acts as a pass. 30 seconds to go. Sancho into Marlon. Bogard, edge of the box. Tries to find Marlon, and Marlon looks... I mean, that's probably going to be full time now. Marlon looked frustrated that the ball didn't come to him, but I'm not being funny, Marlon. If the ball did come to you, what would you have done with it? Oh, Emery's walked down the tunnel already. The game's not even finished. Oh dear, the game's not even finished. Emery's down the tunnel. Oh dear. Well, I don't know what that says, but I don't think we've ever seen that. Emery down the tunnel before full time. That's unbelievable. Maatsen goes long. The whistle still hasn't gone, by the way. And now it has. Sunderland 1, Aston Villa 1 at the stadium. Like, Villa do score our first Premier League goal of the season. But it's not enough to win the game. Isidore Equalizer getting Sunderland back into the game. Villa winless in 5. Finally got the goal though. So we've got that monkey off the back now. But it's still not fantastic from Aston Villa. We move level with West Ham on 3 points. A point behind Brentford, who beat us. And a point behind Burnley as well. Forest also down here too with 5. Yeah. alongside Wolves, still the only side. Wolves and Villa, the only two sides to not win a game this season. However, thankfully, we have finally scored. Thank you guys for being here. You've all been amazing. 178 of you in the live stream. I'm going to do a video, a couple videos actually. One talking about the beard shave. It's happened because we did score, and just the other will be about the game today. But thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all again very soon.